I think before we get started on the review, I think I have a couple of problems sent in, so let's look at those. It worked.
Yes.
Did the old one work, or did you have to use a new card?
I use the one with the bubble letters.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay. I think that was mine. Did you get you something? Okay, well, look, spread these out over there if you don't mind, and everybody can get them something. Thank you, ma'am. Y'all get you something to eat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good, that'll leave me 3 biscuits to eat on for a while.
You're gonna have to get lunch.
Okay, y'all, get you something to eat. Don't sit there and go, I'm not really hungry. Get you something to eat. Can't stand people. I don't really want anything.
Starving to death.
Yeah, starving to death. All right, we got several questions. Let's see. We'll just let me look and see. There's 4. I'm looking to see. I think we already went over those, but I'm gonna go ahead and move them all over. All right, 110. All right, this one is 2.661/5. 2.661/5. Okay, I don't know if we went over these or not, but I'm going to go over them again. It says, use f of x and g of x to find each composition. Identify, blah, 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 blah. So, f of x is equal to x squared. G of x is equal to square root of 25 minus x. So it says find f composed of g. F composed of g means that we're going to rewrite f right here. We're going to rewrite it with a big set of parentheses. So rewrite this with a big set of parentheses, and we're going to plug in what? We're going to plug in g. Now what happens when you take the square root of when you square square root? And you use 25 minus x. Domain is all real numbers because you can plug in any number there. G composed of f Means that we're gonna rewrite G with a big set of what? And we're gonna plug in what? We're gonna plug in what? X squared. And since this is you can't, that's the difference of two squares, which would be 5 plus x, 5 minus x. I'm gonna leave it like that. Now, this is a radical, so you've got the x squared minus 25 is equal to 0. X squared is equal to 25. X is equal to the square root of 25. So the square root of 25 is what? 5. So if you plug in 5, you're going to get 0. What if you plug in 6? You're going to get a negative. What if you plug in 7? So everything x has to be less than or equal to what? 5. That's your domain. F composed of F. I'm going to rewrite F with a big set of what? Parentheses. And what am I going to plug in? I'm going to plug in F. And that's going to give me what? X to the 4th, which is all real numbers. You plug in anything you want to.
So the x is less than or equal to 5.
Yep, for
That's
that one.
just a segment there, right?
Mhm.
Okay. I think
Because
that's
if you plug in 6, you get a negative, and you can't have a negative.
yeah, I think that's what threw me off was when they asked for the
Domain.
domain array. Yeah, on that one because it wasn't just a
Yeah, it's not all real numbers
just
on that.
broken.
Anytime you have a radical or a rational, a fraction or a radical, the domain is going to be affected.
Okay.
All right. Next homework question. This is 2.681/7. Difference quotient. Oh, it is? There was no, we haven't clicked on this one because it was bold letters.
I think I may have asked you about it. You went over it.
Okay, I'll do over it again. Or you're going to see a lot of it on the test. So, f of x plus h. That means I'm going to rewrite the equation with a big set of what? Here's my equation. And then I'm going to subtract my original equation, 10x squared plus 6x plus 6. And all of that's going to be over h. And what am I going to plug in here?
The whole equation there. What?
Y'all got to tell me what to plug in.
Oh.
So far I've got an O and I got an O. What did I plug in?
It's the 10x squared plus 6x plus 6, isn't it?
10x squared plus 6x plus 6. But I got to plug in something. Thank you. Okay, one person's on board, the rest of y'all are lost. Good. 10 times x squared plus 2xh plus h squared plus 6x plus 6h plus 6 minus 10x squared minus 6x minus 6 all over h. And plug this in, we get 10x squared plus 20xh plus 20h squared plus 6x plus 6h plus 6 minus 10x squared minus 6x minus 6 all over h. And what's supposed to happen here? All your x terms should what?
Question.
Cancel out. Yes.
The 20h squared, that just be 10. Is multiplied 10 times.
Oh, I did it twice. Sorry. Thank you. Okay. I would have called it because, no, it wouldn't have. That won't cancel that. All right, what cancels? That's what I heard. Huh?
H's?
No, you're wrong.
Your
You're
10x squared cancels.
Thank you. That's loud and enunciated. Thank you. 10x squared cancels. These are some of my classes, at least some of the students will leave learning how to enunciate. All right, what else cancels?
6x.
6x, very good. What else?
6.
And all you're left with is h terms. And that's a good sign that you're running pretty good. And that's not, well, yeah. It's easier for me to do some fairly 10x squared. And that's going to leave me with 20xh. Really? 20xh plus 10h squared plus 6h over h. And I'll cancel that one out, leave one of these and cancel that out. Your final answer is 20x plus 10h plus 6. That's your answer. Now, I don't mean much right now, but in the first couple of weeks in Calc 1, you're going to be turning back. So this is the notes that you need to be keeping for that first week.
That's all I'm about to ask you what that was exactly.
Well, the derivative of this, 2 times 10 is 20, x to the 2 minus 1 plus 6. So 20x plus 6 is the derivative of that function. Limit as x approaches 0 of 20x plus 10h plus 6. The x approaching 0, h approaching 0 takes out the h term, and you're left with 20x plus 6. Fundamental rule of calculus. Coefficient, the difference quotient of the limit gives you some point. So that's what you're going to be learning the first couple of weeks of calculus. All right. If you suck at algebra, you're going to suck at calculus because 80% of calculus is algebra. No, we don't even use trig very much. You just do the identities every once in a while. But the first calculus, second calculus, you do more trig. First calculus, if you can't do the algebra, you might as well not even take the class. That's why it's very important that you do a refresher course. Hey, I know where you can do a refresher course in college algebra. Make sure you do that refresher course in college algebra before you go into, because you're going to spend the whole semester in trig next semester, and you're going to forget your algebra. So this is 3.1, 79/17.
We could just not get it right in general.
then you should quit and live in a ditch.
I was feeling that was coming.
All right, this is I to the -7. I don't deal with I to the -7 very much because you don't see it very much. Let's see. I don't know.
I tried to get it to explain it, and it was long and drawn out.
I don't know if this will work or not, but let's try it. 1 over I to the 7th is equal to I to the 7 divided by 2 is equal to what?
Really.
3.5. So that means it's going to be a fraction, so that means it's going to be I. And 3 means it's going to be negative, so that'd be 1 over negative I. It's going to be I to the -1, be negative I to the -1. That's not the basis. Negative I to the -1. They probably tell you to divide it by 4, don't they? Do they tell you to divide by
I
4?
think so, and I could not figure out why.
Because the same reason I tell you to divide by 2. Their rule is to divide by 4. Let me see what they got. Why did they do that?
Well, it's not the same problem.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
35, and they're making up. So this one you would put -8 plus 1.
That just make it even.
-8 plus 1. I never see a negative exponent with I. Yeah, that's what they're doing. You can divide by 2 right here. That'd be what? 18?
Yeah.
18 is a whole number, so that means 1. Yeah, this is 1. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, at this point, I was like,
Where is the answer? That's what I want to see. Yeah. Just take the opposite of negative I, but I don't know if that'll happen all the time. Let me do this. 35, -35. Let me try this. This is how I came up with the first rule that I came up with. I to the -7. To the -8 times I to the first. Eight divided by 2 is 4, so that gives us 1. And I to the first is equal to I, and so 1 times I is equal to I. What's the answer on this one? Yep, that's what I did.
so
I did this part right here, the way the book says do. But instead of dividing by 4, I divided by 2, and that's I is a fraction, 1 is a whole. I is a fraction, 1 is a whole. Odd is what? Negative. Even is what? Positive. So, what's 8 divided by 2? 4. So that means you got a 1, and since it's even, it means it's positive. And the I to the 1 is I, so that would be I times 1, which is I. So you can do it that way. It might make it easier for you.
I guess what was confusing to me was,
You're not going to see a negative exponent on my test. If you do.
how can you just add one to it? You know what I'm saying?
No, you're not. You're basically breaking this up. What's -8 plus 1?
Maybe so.
-7. See, the reason you're doing this is to get it to where you can divide by 2, or you can divide by 4.
I figured that was something wrong.
I'm thinking. I don't know how I can get that pen to do that, but I can do it. I don't know how. All right, I is a fraction. 3 is what? That's all, right? So it's going to be negative I, but you got to put out in front of the negative 3. Negative times negative is, well, let's see if that works. What was the example? What did they give us? I to the what? Negative 35?
Yeah.
I to the negative 35. Negative 35 divided by 2 is equal to what? Negative 17.5, negative 17 and what? A half, which means I, and 17 is negative, but a negative out front would be positive I. What did they get? Y'all remember? Did they? Let's do another one to see if I can see if it works with another one. All right, try that one. X to the negative RI to the negative 18. Negative 18 divided by 2 is what? Negative what? Negative 9. 9 is a whole number, right? So it's 1. All right, but 9 is also what? Negative, but we got a negative out front of the 9. So negative times negative is 1. Let's see if I got it right. Nope, doesn't work all the time. Okay, then let's try the other way. I'm trying to figure out a way for y'all to do it easier. I to the negative 18, well heck, that's divisible by, it's not divisible by 4. So I to the negative 16 times I to the negative 2. And I to the negative 16, 16 divided by 2 is what? Negative 8? Yeah. Negative 8 gives us a 1, but it's going to be a negative 1. I to the negative 2, 2 divided by 2 is negative 1. So it would be positive 1. Plus negative 1. 1 is a whole number, so that would be 1. This odd would be negative, which got negative out front, which would be positive. So it's positive 1 times negative 1, which is what? Negative 1. So we need to go with this, what I showed y'all right here. Do that. Now, why did I change it to negative 16 and negative 2? Because you can't divide 4 into what? Into 18. So you need to think of dividing by 4, but you can still divide by 2.
And then whatever's left, you just apply the same rule.
but you don't hardly ever see a negative exponent.
Yeah, I just kept on asking if I got it right and then the next one.
No, you got a 25% chance.
You'd be amazed how many times it do.
All right, let's do another one. .1, number 8518. Lord have mercy. All right, let's try this one.
Okay, homework rules is my best.
Yep. It's going to be -1 over negative I to the 36th power. All right, that ain't too bad because it's not a negative exponent. So -1 over negative I, I'm going to put I to the 36 in parentheses because that negative is not in parentheses right here. So that means it's out front. -1 over negative and then whatever we get. So what's I to the 36? 36 divided by 2 is what? 18. Is 18 a whole number or a fraction? And is it even or odd? So what's -1 over -1? So the answer should be 1.
Well, the instructions do not, I mean, it's like 10 steps and then.
That's why I don't teach that method. So do one more, just make sure you got it. All right, try that one. Now I'd give you one like this on the test, but I wouldn't give you a negative exponent. So I go to bed Saturday night, and the score to the Clemson game is like 28-7. And I wake up the next morning, and the first thing I do, I pick up my phone, I look on Facebook. There's nothing about the Clemson game on Facebook. I said, they screwed up. They must have either almost lost it or lost it, one of the two. Because usually Clemson fans are predictable, very predictable. If they win, oh my gosh. But if they nearly lose or choke, you never see anything on Facebook. And I said either they choked or they about choked. And I looked at the news and I went, oh my gosh. So I don't know what happened. Y'all tell me what happened. Did they choke or what? Is that it? That's not good. You're not going to be able to do that against Alabama or a Ole Miss. I still think, and y'all get mad at me if you want to, I still think they're overrated. I don't think they should be in the top. I think they should maybe in the top 10, but not the top 5. That's just my own personal opinion. And I'm a graduate of Clemson twice, so don't fuss at me. I'm a realist. I don't believe in unicorns and candy mountains.
You're not all in.
What?
No, they say they're doing one.
They did. But are they gonna be able to do that against the SEC team? No. I doubt it. But that's why the ACC needs to be built up instead of the All Children's Conference. How's Miami doing? Anybody know? Huh? No, how many have they won? Are they undefeated? Are they 4-0? Wonder what Georgia thinks right now.
They're not thinking much right now.
Georgia should be like, man, he shouldn't have screwed him over like that. I hope he does good. All right. I know they choked. They choked big time. They just, well, Hail Mary's a Hail Mary. I'm sorry. But, gosh, really? 4 seconds? All right, so we got -1 over -I to the 56th power. This is not equal to -1 over -I to the 56th power, is it? This does not equal this. So you can really say this is -1 over -I to the 56th power.
You can just cancel the years.
Yeah, you can do that.
Go to trial, that's when you
You can do that too, yes. Let's see what happens. But you got to be careful with I. You got to be careful with I because I is not like, it's like X in a lot of respects, but you got to be careful. Just be careful. Yes, we're going to do that. So that would be 1 over -1 over negative, and we'll figure out this. The 56 divided by 2 is what? 28? What is 28? Whole. And what is even or odd? So I get 1.
So in order for it to be -1, like when you got X'd out,
It's got to have
it's
parentheses
gotta have a
around it.
parenthesis.
Yes.
Okay.
Is that the answer? Let's see.
It's one of the 4. I figured
what?
that. It's one of those 4 answers.
Oh, is it?
I figured that
Wow.
out.
You are smart. All right, next one.
My next option was to give up. So
Good.
I pushed on through.
3.225/6. Test question. This is a test question. Anything having to do with these type questions, test question. For the following quadratic, blah, 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 blah. Do complete the square. That's all you're going to do on these. So get to it. And since you've had up to 10, this should be a piece of cake. No sneezing, please. x squared minus 8x plus blank is equal to negative 13 plus what? Blank. X squared minus 8x, 8 divided by 4, 8 divided by 2 is 4, 4 squared is x minus 4, quantity squared, is equal to what? 3. So f of x is equal to, x minus 4, quantity squared minus 3. Now they may want this. All I want is a vertex. The vertex is 4, comma, negative 3. The y-intercept is 0, 13. Continue with your x-intercepts. So x minus 4, quantity squared, is equal to 3. X minus 4 is equal to 1.7, or 1.57, 1.57. What's the square root of 3?
Yeah, I was trying to figure that out.
Just keep it on the calculator and see, I think it's 1.7. Okay, x is equal to positive or negative 1.7 plus 4. So 5.7 and negative 1.7, you owe $1.70, $2.30. Something like that, somebody check me. So that means you got 5.7, which is right in here, and 0, 13. 0, 13 is going to be up here. My vertex is what? 4, negative 3. And my other y-intercept should be negative. Nope, something's wrong. I've got something wrong. Check my vertex. Is my vertex correct? Positive 4, negative 3. Huh? Yeah, it shouldn't be.
What are your x-intercepts?
X-intercept 5.7 and 2.3. Oh, 5.7. There we go. And 2.3. So that means our vertex is wrong, like you said. Alright, somebody look and see where I'm wrong with the vertex.
You put it on the other side, but it's like, it's just 4 negative 3. You put negative 4 negative 3.
Right here is the opposite of this.
Yeah. Yes, it is right. When you bracket, you just got it off.
Oh,
Yeah, you just got it.
4, negative 3. Thank you. Okay, but again, the drawing will tell you if you've got something wrong, whether you plotted it wrong or whether you.
Yeah, that's an easy thing.
Okay. Would you send them?
What's that?
Were you able to do them?
Yeah, I was good on completing school.
Golly, wonder why.
Except for
Maybe you had a good teacher who taught you how to think and do it instead of depending on the calculator.
Well, I was starting to do it, and then I lowered my standard.
Oh, you
I was
did?
like, I got this.
Okay, you lowered your standard?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's always a good way to do. That's what that's what high schools do, so. 3.27/2. I don't know if we've done this or not. This is another test question. Go ahead and, I don't even care what the question says. If you do complete the square, you'll pretty much answer any question I give you. So go ahead and do complete the square. So any good movies this weekend?
No.
That's not what
You like it?
It's good.
It was good. It's worth the money. I'd like to go see it again.
Yeah, it was good. I was surprised at how many of them died at the end.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe.
But you know that's about the fourth time it's been made up. There was a movie in the '60s with Carlton Heston and all them, Yul Brynner, The Magnificent Seven. And I think they did another remake in the '80s. I think there's been 3 or 4 remakes, but this one, Denzel Washington is just,
It's crazy.
yeah. I hope Denzel Washington will keep his mouth shut and not say anything about politics, because I don't want to not watch his movies. I've already started not watching a lot of actors and actresses' movies. I won't support them anymore. So I just hope he keeps his mouth shut or says something good about my side. He can vote for whoever he wants to, but just keep his mouth shut. These people that think they're holier than thou, and they get on TV and say, "Oh well, if you don't vote the way I vote, or if this person gets to the White House, I'm leaving." Okay, see you. You think they're really gonna leave America?
Somebody threats of moving to Canada.
Hmm?
Somebody threats of moving to Canada.
Do you know why? You know why they're not gonna leave?
You make too much money.
They're making too much money, and that's what's so hypocritical of these people. I'm going to protest the national anthem. Dadgummit, the United States is unfair, but I make $19 million a year. I'm sorry.
I heard a radio clip the other day of all the people that had said that. I mean, it was a slew. It went on for 5 minutes, the clip.
And all of them are benefiting in the United States.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all ever seen A Few Good Men? Oh my gosh, y'all never seen A Few Good Men with Tom Cruise and Jack Nicholson? Y'all are not American. Y'all need to watch that movie. Jack Nicholson. Oh, okay, we're gonna have to stop.
Believe it or not, I don't have a TV.
Oh, whatever. What are you, religious or something? That comes from Caddyshack, okay? Caddyshack, the movie. Have y'all seen that?